霧島聡容疑者です。
霧島聡容疑者を
霧島聡容疑者を
霧島聡容疑者です。
霧島聡容疑者を
Hi everyone and welcome to another obscure Asian story. Satoshi Kirishima, one of Japan's most wanted criminals, was on the run for nearly 50 years. His face, captured in a black and white mugshot, was well known across the country and even inspired Halloween costumes. Recently, he was apparently discovered and shortly thereafter passed away. But how did he finally get caught? In January, Satoshi Kirishima confessed to the police, saying, "I want to meet my death with my real name." Born in Hiroshima, Kirishima became radicalized during his studies in Tokyo. He joined the East Asia Anti-Japan Armed Front, a left-wing extremist group. During the 1970s, this group was responsible for several bombings in Tokyo, including one that targeted a Mitsubishi Heavy Industries building in the upscale Ginza district, which left 8 dead and more than 160 injured. According to investigations, Satoshi Kirishima was also involved in a bombing attack in April 1975, during which parts of a building in the upscale Ginza district of Tokyo were destroyed. Although no fatalities occurred in that particular bombing, Kirishima went underground after the attack. The East Asia Anti-Japan Armed Front, a leftist group, believed in revolution against the Japanese state, corporations, and symbols of Japanese imperialism. In 1973, they prepared for attacks by making bombs and saving money for their operations. Some members even dug underground bomb-making cellars beneath their own apartments. However, in April 1975, Satoshi Kirishima became a nationwide fugitive after allegedly helping set up a bomb that damaged part of the Economic Research Institute of Korea building in Tokyo's Ginza district. Fortunately, no one was killed in the bombing. On May 19, 1975, Masashi Daidoji and 5 other key members were arrested. Kirishima's house key was found in the possession of another person, Kurokawa, which led to his identification by the police. The Public Security Bureau charged Kirishima with violating the criminal regulations to control explosives law and issued wanted posters throughout Japan. 9 out of the 10 extremist group members allegedly involved in the bombings were arrested. 2 of them, including Ayako Daidoji, were later released as part of an extra-legal deal demanded by the Japanese Red Army, which had hijacked a Japan Airlines plane in Dhaka, Bangladesh in 1977. Kirishima remained the only suspect who had never been arrested. How he managed to evade capture for so long despite his face being on posters all over Japan remains unclear. He claimed not to have been in contact with other extremist group members and had lived alone during his half-century of life on the run. Kirishima resided in Fujisawa, less than an hour's train ride from Tokyo. He worked various day labor jobs, including construction work, and was paid in cash. He lacked a health insurance card, driver's license, or bank account. His modest 2-story home had minimal furniture and a gas heater. His alias was Hiroshi Uchiha or Uchiyan among friends. All these measures helped him stay under the radar. According to drinking buddies, Kirishima was quiet but more generous when drunk. He described himself as someone who couldn't make others happy. He loved American funk legend James Brown and was a regular on the dance floor when live bands played at his favorite pub. However, one intriguing aspect puzzled his friend Takeshi. When Kirishima had too much to drink, his accent changed. Kirishima lived in Fujisawa, near the western edge of Tokyo, for nearly 4 decades. If he was so successful in staying hidden, why did he get caught and confess? In early 2024, a 70-year-old man checked into a hospital under a false name for cancer treatment. On January 25, he revealed his real identity as Satoshi Kirishima to the hospital staff, expressing his desire to die using his true name. During police questioning, he provided details about the attacks and his family background that only he would know. Although the DNA test results were pending, the man passed away soon after, with a high likelihood that he was indeed Kirishima. His youthful mugshot, featuring long hair, thick glasses, and a friendly smile, is widely recognized in Japan. Police confirmed that Kirishima recalled specific information related to his family and the East Asia Anti-Japan Armed Front during interviews before his death. While he denied involvement in the Ginza bombing, he indicated his role in at least one of the Hazama bombings. The statute of limitations for the crimes Kirishima allegedly committed has been suspended due to the accomplices fleeing overseas. On February 2nd, police searched his home for identifying items and spoke with people connected to him. The DNA test further supported Kirishima's claims, and the case files were sent to the Tokyo District Public Prosecutor's Office. Overall, Kirishima is suspected in 7 bombing cases, including 4 against Hazama Corporation. Despite evading capture for so long, staying hidden is not uncommon in Japan. Approximately 100,000 people disappear annually, a phenomenon known as johatsu. Often it's related to escaping debts or shame rather than criminal activity. There's even a book called The Complete Manual of Disappearance, which spells out the steps needed to disappear in Japan. He got paid in cash, he lived quietly under assumed name, he never talked about his past, he never contacted his family. In the end, he told the police, "I want to meet my death with my real name." We are not sure if it was his conscience that made him confess before he died, but what we do know is that he wanted to be known by his real name again. His life had been shaped by a crime that kept him from using his true identity. Even though the police couldn't catch him, something good happened in the end. Right next to the wanted poster of Satoshi Kirishima was this poster now shown everywhere on TV, the face of Shigeyuki Kin. Just 3 days after Kirishima's death, the police got a call from a witness who thought they saw someone resembling Kin. Shigeyuki Kin, wanted for attempted murder in 2020, was arrested. Both Kin and the man he allegedly shot were senior members of a notorious gang called Kizuna Kai. So it seems that paying attention to local wanted posters is important. You never know who you might be dealing with. I hope you enjoyed this video. See you next time and thanks for watching!